TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
This is Andy.
And this is Ella.
And we're in Saor, and this is the Brutally Delicious podcast.
That's perfect.
The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
First, I gotta ask you, because I'm American, how do you pronounce that name?
Saor.
Oh yeah, I was nowhere near it.
Yeah, it's Scottish Gaelic. Saor. But I don't really mind how people pronounce it, as long as it sounds similar.
No, I was nowhere near similar stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
But I think Americans sort of butcher things anyway when it comes to foreign names.
Yeah, they say Saor.
Okay.
Saor.
So, I was saying Saor, but it's pretty horrible, but whatever. Sorry to butcher it.
No.
So anyway, how's the cruise going so far?
Very good, very
Great.
good. Yeah, bit surreal being on a cruise, but it's amazing. So I've never been on a cruise before.
Oh really? So you've never done the boat either?
No, never been on a cruise, and yeah, it's a really cool experience.
Yeah, same for me. I've never been on this boat and also not on any cruise before. So
Wow, nice.
first time, and it still feels surreal.
Yeah, especially with a metal festival on it, it's a bit,
Yeah.
a bit surreal.
This is number 9 for me, I think. Yeah,
Right.
9. I've been doing press on them, and they're
Yeah.
always a good time. Have you had a good experience with the fans, or?
Yeah. It's really cool because all the bands are mixed with the fans. There's no, separate band area,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. And everyone's really chilled out.
I think everyone's super respectful.
Yeah, they are.
Because I've done-
Yeah.
I think there's like this unwritten rule, right? If they're eating, you don't bother them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
you're gonna get your dumbasses, but for the most part,
No, everyone's been really kind, and some people have asked for like selfies and stuff, but that's just after the show. And
right.
Yeah.
We've been,
And that's
we've been to the bars, we've been to the restaurants. No one's bothered us. Really. Yeah.
so. Let's talk about last night's show.
Yeah.
I know you said you were a little disappointed, and I had never seen you guys. Actually, to be honest, I've never heard you guys. They were on that checklist. I was like, wow, I've never heard them, and I'm gonna go check out something different.
Yeah.
And I was actually really blown away.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
I like the emotional
Yeah.
tapestry, I guess you guys create. It goes from the super heavy to lots of
Yeah, the
melodic
yeah.
stuff in the background. How long? You guys been together about 10 years?
So it's my project. So I started in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been 10. What year is this?
34.
All right, it's been 11. Is that right? Yeah, I'm bad at maths.
That's all right.
But yeah, it was my one-man project. So I started in 2013.
Okay. And you're what? How many records in? 4?
Oof, hold on. 5.
5. So Origin was 2022, right?
Yep.
Do you do all of the writing yourself, and then?
Yeah, the majority of the guitar, well, all the guitars, the basic drums, the bass, the vocals, the ideas, and then like Ella and other session musicians add their ideas on top of that. So like maybe 95% of the stuff I write.
And then you just kind of. So are you guys close together, or are you just sending it out like email?
No, Ella lives in Germany.
Oh, okay. So you're not close.
So we're not close at all. So we just work
working remotely.
we work online.
Yeah,
And
we just send
like the
emails back and
whole band is from different places. Like we've got guitarists from Switzerland, our drummers from Spain, and our other guitarist is from the Netherlands.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty authentic Scottish band,
So with that being in 2022, we're here at 24. Are you working on new stuff?
Yes, we're working on a new album. We've been recording stuff recently, and it's sounding really, really good. I'm really excited to finish it and get it mixed and mastered. And it should be out this year.
Oh, really?
Hopefully, if things go well. But I'm not rushing it. If I have to delay it, I have to delay it. But I'm confident it will come out later this year.
So that's a good question then. How do you know when is when?
When
Because I imagine you always want to tweak, right? You always want to let it go and go, I want to do this, I want to do this. But at some point you got to be
Yeah, that's the danger of being a songwriter, because you hear it so many times and you go, I could probably change that.
Right.
So I think I've not really changed much from the original demos, but we'll know it's finished when I'm bored listening to it. I can send it away and say, okay, it's done, and then we can start rehearsing for live shows.
Right.
But yeah, that's going well.
So you guys you're mixing the Scottish, I guess, folklore with black metal. Is that where you draw most of your inspiration from?
Yeah, I've got influences from all different types of genres. I don't know if you noticed last night we had a sort of jazz breakdown in one song, which is sort of jazz with Celtic folk elements in it. There's some doom metal, there was some black metal, there's folk metal, like it's all mixed together. So I usually just call it Caledonian metal, which is like Scottish metal, because I don't like being called black metal, because I don't imagine that Darkthrone fans are really going to
right, or Emperor fans,
into the melodic folk aspects. Some will, but...
Hey, this is Chris Swinney, formerly of the Ataris and currently host of That One Time on Tour, part of the Sound Talent Media Podcast Network. Have you ever wondered what it's really like on the road? The highs can be euphoric, but the lows can be crushing. Join me every week as I chat with industry pros about what it's like living out their wildest dream, and in some cases, their worst nightmare. Past guests of the show include members of NoFX, Pennywise, Bad Religion, and more. Listen and subscribe at soundtalentmedia.com.
You know what I mean? The die-hard black metal fans.
Right, there's a lot of crossover, but I get what you're saying. The Norwegian guys are probably not going to be...
They just stand like, this sucks.
we have played with Emperor though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So yeah.
We
last year in Rennes.
Really?
France.
Yeah, we supported Emperor, yeah.
I saw them on the boat here 3 years ago, maybe? Something freaking fantastic.
Oh, they're amazing live.
Yeah,
amazing.
unbelievable live.
Yeah. The good thing about having a mix of genres is it appeals to different fans, and the more open-minded black metal fans, definitely we've experienced a lot of open-minded black metal fans that like the
right.
sound. But you do get the elitists who don't like the melodic parts.
Right. I mean, you can find that in anything though, right?
Yeah. But
even in death metal or whatever, you're going to find people who are like, you shouldn't have symphonics up there or whatever.
I'm just a music fan. Like, I like music, and I was pretty much a black metal elitist when I was a teenager.
Right.
And then I discovered other genres, and we branch out and you get older and mature and you listen to different stuff.
So was that your gateway with black metal? Everybody sort of has a gateway album or a band or something, right? They got them into this.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like Ozzy, Diary of a Madman. I remember buying it at the record store and going, holy shit, I've never seen this before. And
Well, I don't know. What about you? What was your gateway to
Well, it's
metal?
not that long ago actually. The first black metal album I listened to was Finisterre by Der Weg einer Freiheit. It's a German band. And I just really like the fact that the music is so emotional.
Yes.
Because I'm not really... I love folk music obviously because I play folk instruments, but for me music is all about emotion, so it has to move me. And it can happen with, screams and blast beats, and it can happen with acoustic folk songs. So
and I think that's what I was telling you walking up the stairs, right? It was super emotional last night.
Right.
That's the one thing I took away from walking out of it. Just what you said. I was like, wow, that was... It ebbed and flowed and it moved you, which is great.
I think for me, when I was growing up, it was like bands like, mainstream bands, Metallica, they were like the gateway, and then I found like Slipknot and all those kind of bands when I was younger, and then from there I found more mainstream black metal, Cradle of Filth, Dimmu Borgir, and then you move into the more underground.
There's always like this quest to keep looking for something a little more extreme or deeper or something.
I think like the Cradle of Filth and Dimmu Borgir, I still really like those bands, but finding in the booklet, and like they would say thanks to our friends in like another band, and I go, I'll check that band.
Oh God, you hit on something so amazing that we talk about a lot on the podcast. People are missing the records these days, right? Because you can't do that when you download 30 seconds of one song and you have no history of... Because I used to come home and go, hey, where was this recorded at, and who'd you thank, and everything, right? It was a process.
It's an experience when you people still buy physical, but it's not as much as it used to be. And
it's old school guys like us, right?
And
my son's on the boat. He's 21. He's not buying any music.
He's streaming.
Yeah, he's streaming or buying one song. And if you listen to 30 seconds of that one song, it's lucky, right?
I feel that maybe the younger generation have can't concentrate as long on a song. They can't like wait for it to build up. They have to just hear the first initial 20 seconds and make a decision there. And whereas when we were buying records or CDs, it was like buying, like, I can't explain it. It's like a gift, and everything in it. The booklet was cool. Everything. And I know it sounds stupid, but see when you got a vinyl and the smell of like a new vinyl, I yes. And like you would check the booklet and you'd listen to it and you'd be immersed in the the album completely.
It was a process.
And now it's like clicking a button, and clicking a button is just not the same on the internet.
Right. Sorry, I could talk all day here. I got you off on a tangent. I'm sorry. It looks like we're getting busted out. But so what's next for you guys? You guys heading out on the road or?
We're playing in Denmark next week.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we're doing a few shows with our album Aura. It's the 10-year anniversary this year, and that's what we played last night. Was songs from that album. Okay. And the next set on this boat will be just a mix of different albums. But yeah, we're doing a lot of Aura songs, and we're playing loads of places, loads of festivals in Europe, Inferno, Ragnarok. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's going to be good.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have a million more questions, but I guess we're out of time. Sorry. Thank you for taking the time to appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sorry if we meandered. I just like to I had a bunch of questions, but I like to talk.
No, that's the point.
Hey everyone, this is Tuck from Fit for a King, an off-road minivan. Every week I bring you fun interviews alongside your favorite metalcore entertainers with my new podcast, Get Tucked. Join me every Monday with bands like Counterparts, Crystal Lake, like Moths to Flames, and many more. We play unsigned and undiscovered bands, deep dive into each artist's history, and of course provide the greatest breakdowns in current metalcore. Tune in to Get Tucked every Monday, out now through Sound Talent Media.